Namaste. Hey guys. So here I am finally back to do the second part of my reading on Madalina Cojocari. I've done some meditation, I've done some prayers. Blessings for anyone watching. You are protected. I am protected. We are divinely protected. I did some prayers. I've already done my sage. I'm going to light another thing here of sage to kind of burn as we go along. So after I did the last reading for Madalina, I actually received some messages from a subscriber. Thank you very, very much. Who is from that area. And she had sent me some pictures, some snapshots, screenshots or whatever of the area and the different buildings in the area, and different places that could possibly be the lake that I was seeing or the building that she was showing me. I gotta say, it looks at her school looks an awful lot like the picture I drew of the building. Not exactly, but what I noticed about it was, where did my pictures go that I did? Okay. What I noticed about it, okay, so I told you guys in the first of all, let me show you guys. If Madalina Cojocari is an 11-year-old little girl who is missing out of Cornelius, North Carolina. I have a big, long information section about this in the first part that I did for her, the part 1 reading. So go back and catch up on that if you need to. This is a follow-up to that reading. One of the things I showed in that reading was a picture that Madalina had shown me of a building. Now, when I say that I drew this place like 4 times before I felt like I got it right, this was my final outcome, okay? So my final outcome was this building. What stood out to me was the fact that it looked like a capital E, 2 capital E's kind of back to back, okay? That's what stood out to me the most. And when I looked at this snapshot pictures of the school, it is very much like that. Now, not exactly, but very close. So I feel like this might be her school. Okay, I could be wrong about that, but when I compare it to the pictures that were sent to me, it sure looks an awful lot like her school. So it may be that that's what this was a picture of. I don't know exactly why she would be wanting to show me a picture of her school, but that's what came through. Now I've got, and then also I showed the picture of the map, which I thought looked kind of like a maple leaf, and I had one of my subscribers, you know who you are, thank you, who told me that there is a lake in Michigan called Maple Lake. So that was like, what? So I went and looked at that. I went and mapped that. I didn't feel anything on it. So I don't know. That was great information, but I didn't feel anything on it. So that might not be the place. I don't think that's the place. So I'm not exactly sure where this is, but I feel like this is closer to where she came up missing from. I don't know why. I just want to say I feel like this is like near her area she lived in. This is closer to where she came up missing from. The problem is that I went to look to map it, and there is so many lakes, and I tried to match up the shape to the best of my ability. And you guys, I was looking for a lake with this little island in it. I am just not the greatest at the mapping. I probably need to elicit the help of my soul sisters for the mapping if they want to do that. Anyways, and if you guys want like take a screenshot, or you want me to send you a picture of this, so if you guys are so inclined to do some mapping, that would be fantastic. Okay, the new one. This is so weird. Okay, hold on a second. I gotta move my camera back a little bit because my table's knocking it. There we go. Okay. This is so weird, you guys, because this is what she's showing me in meditation. Okay, I channeled Madalina for quite a while. I've done it a couple of times now. And I have so much more information to share since the first video. But this was the weirdest thing. She kept showing me this over and over and over. Okay, before, when she was showing me the lake, it looked like I was looking from the sky down. Like, I even pulled the eagle card, from my oracle, from the Sacred Destiny Oracle. I pulled the eagle card, which is like, a bird's eye view. So the pictures that she had shown me were from an aerial view looking down. This was different. She put me in the woods. And it was so strange because there's these big trees that kind of look like Christmas trees. I don't know, but they've got like they have a tall, big trunk that goes way up high before the branches start coming down. Okay, so she's showing me those. So I tried to draw that to the best of my ability right there. Okay, but this is the weirdest freaking thing ever. In the background, I see a lake. Way in the background. I'm standing in the woods right here, okay? I'm standing right here next to this tree. Way off in the background in the distance, I can see a lake. And this, I can't figure it out. She is showing me a freaking trampoline. You know those big trampolines that have like a netting that goes all the way around it? And it has like a slit where you can get in like this. Like a little area where it slits open where you can get in. And it's green. The trampoline is green that she's showing me. I have never seen a green trampoline. Every trampoline I've ever seen is black. Why in the hell I'm being shown a trampoline in the middle of the woods is beyond me. I have discussed it with my soul sisters. I don't know what it means, you guys, but it's significant in some way. This is the other thing I keep seeing. Okay? I keep seeing this. So, I don't know. I looked up what angel number 77 means. It does not, that's what come to my mind immediately was an angel number because it's a repetitive number. So it doesn't pertain, it doesn't fit. So I don't know what the 77 means either. But anyways, we are going to come back and finish these questions that I had. But before we do that, real quickly. Okay. I channeled her. And in the first video I did, I spoke about how there was an area in the kitchen that the police had mentioned was a walled off by plywood area in the kitchen. In my mind, I was picturing a section of wall inside the kitchen that had been removed and they were going to build an apartment off the side of the house. That was what I was thinking when they said that this walled off area was because they were going to make a separate apartment. So I was thinking that must be what that is. Maybe it's just one whole wall missing or a chunk of the wall missing. And from there, they're going to build outward, right? That's what I thought. But in channeling, I was given totally different information. In channeling, I was told that she's inside of a box, there is a box, a room, a walled off specific area. To me, it looks like maybe what used to be like the attached dining room to the kitchen. Like the whole corner of the attached dining room has been made into what probably better would have been described as a pantry, but they said they were trying to make an apartment. She shows me herself standing in this room with her arms out as far as she can reach, and she could reach the walls. She's 11, okay? She could reach the walls with her fingers on one side to the other inside of this room that was said it was going to be an apartment. You couldn't fit a bed in there. You couldn't fit anything in there but a person. And why is she showing me herself inside of that room with her arms stretched out on each side? I don't know if that was to gauge the size. I'm not sure, but she showed me that. So there's that. She also told me, and I had some subscribers that came to me that also mentioned this in the comments, is that there was some drug issues. There were some issues with drugs between the parents. There was an issue. Okay, so that's all I was really told in my comments is it had been said that the parents fought about drugs a lot. And I did see a vicious fight happen the day she disappeared. They say she disappeared the next day. That's a lie. She disappeared that night that big fight took place. And And yes, I feel this is for entertainment purposes only. Everything I say is for entertainment, research, educational purposes, and everything I say is gleaned from my intuition, information I've gleaned off of public domain, and what I can pull out of my cards and my interpretation of them. So I got to put that out right now before I forget. I feel like this child was taken by the stepfather. I feel like she is somewhere between Cornelius, North Carolina, and Michigan. But I don't feel like she's that far from her home, to be honest. I don't feel like he took her that far. And what was he going to Michigan to pick up? Drugs. That's what he was going to Michigan to pick up. I fully believe that. Was there some essay going on to this child by this stepfather? Sorry. Yes. Yes. I don't know where that came from. I just got the word W. Okay, that's strange. I'm going to write that down. W. Okay. W. Okay, so yes, I believe that there was some abuse taking place with this child. And, okay, so in channeling, I see her in her room. I see her scared in her room, in the bed. She's playing with dolls. She's playing with little dolls, and she's listening to music. And the door opens. The door cracks open, and she freezes and looks up at the door. And you can see the door cracked open this much. You can see the stepdad's eyes, his face, this much of his face, looking through the door. And the feeling of fear that comes over me at that moment while I was channeling was overwhelming. I had to pull back from it in the midst of the channeling session because it was bad. It brought up some old stuff for me from my childhood. So I did have to pull back from it. But as watching from a distance, basically, is what I was doing at this point. I was seeing that either he was peeking in on her or checking to see if she was still awake, or I'm not exactly sure, but I see him looking through into her window. I feel the fear that comes wells up in her when she sees him looking through not the window, sorry, the door, the cracked door. I feel the fear. I also see her crying. She shows me her crying and holding herself like this. Okay. And I also feel, also in channeling, I saw this big fight take place. This big fight take place. I saw the mother, Diana, looking like she was going through what might have been some like major withdrawals or some kind of an illness. But to me, I have 14 years worth of experience of going through the drug world because of my son. My son was in that world for 14 years. So I'm very familiar with that energy. I'm very familiar with the lifestyle that brings about and what it looks like for someone to be going through withdrawal. It looked like she was going through some withdrawal. And I think that she actually was in the midst of that illness, that sickness, and was completely wrapped up in that for like several days. I feel like that happened a lot, and Madalina was kind of left on her own because of it. I also feel like she was high a lot. The mother was high a lot, and entertainment purposes only. Okay, all allegedly. I feel like the mother was using a lot, which made her not present, and she did not see really what was going on. And I do feel like when she tried to go and speak with her mother about it, that she was told, I'll make it stop, but don't say anything to anyone. Because this man for some reason, this man had a huge hold over her. It was almost like he had something over her head. Now, it could have been the drugs. I'm not sure. Okay, so there we go. I think I covered everything. Oh, and the other thing too is I kept hearing the words American Embassy. American Embassy. Okay, so I don't know what that's about, but I kept hearing the words American Embassy. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and go back to, now that I'm already 14 minutes in, but I felt like I needed to bring all of that into awareness. So so I have Archangel Zachariah, who's sitting here. He was here for the first reading. And let me turn this so that you guys can see this. So this is the phone number that you can use to call the police. If you have any information as far as where Madalina Cojocari is, you can call the Cornelius Police Department at 704-896-7867. So I wanted that right there. I've got Archangel Zachariel here with us. And I'm going to call in some extra protection today. And I'm going to ask for a small bit of encouragement from Archangel Michael. So these are my brand new Sword of Light Archangel Michael Oracle deck. And I am so inclined today to incorporate a message from Archangel Michael as well. So we've got Archangel Zachariel. And now I'm asking my spirit guides, and whoa. I am going to, okay. We got one. I was going to ask my spirit guides to ask Archangel Michael for a card, but I guess they just popped it out. Okay, so we got card number 26, which is the day that Christopher, the stepfather, says that he returned from his trip to Michigan. He says returned on the 26th. And it says, recognize the signs from above. Angels are sending you messages now, but you're too distracted to notice. Stay alert and open to divine guidance. Okay, so I feel like there will be a lot of messages from the angels. Thank you, Archangel Michael. I appreciate that. I feel like there will be some messages here in these cards today, guys. Okay, so when I do a reading, I always allow the individual who I'm doing the reading for, the energy of the individual, to choose which cards that they feel like are going to be the best option for bringing about the information that we need. So Madalina tells me she likes the colors pink and purple. So I picked a pink candle, and we're going to start with my pink tarot. This is so funny because this is my pink tarot, and I never use this. This is like a deck that I've had forever and ever and ever, and it doesn't even have a name. Like, you know how most decks have a name? It doesn't even have a name. This is just a random deck that I purchased at a little crystal shop, and on the box it says tarot cards. So I named it my pink deck. Okay. So I named it my pink deck, and she picked the pink tarot, and then she picked Shadowscapes, which is purple, and then I picked the one that I am the most connected with personally, which is the Astral Tarot. Okay, so, oops, I'm going to put that back in there. So, I'm going to start off with where we left off on the questions. And so we asked, okay, so I'm just going to go, I'm going to pick up where we left off, and I can't remember exactly where that is, but I'm going to start where I'm being led to. Okay, I remember where I left off. I left off on whether or not they found any evidence in the house. Oh, that's another thing. In my first reading, I kept picking up on a big fire. I had multiple people come into my comments and say that the neighbors had complained about there being a big fire in their backyard. It was a big fire. I would be so curious to know what they burned in their backyard, because for some reason in my last reading, that was being shown to me in the midst of pulling. I kept seeing a fire. So I would love to know what was burned in that fire. If anybody knows, please let me know. Okay, so I'm going to start. Gosh dang it. These cards are very stiff. Okay, I'm going to start where I left off, and I'm going to ask, why didn't Madalina's mother report her missing for 22 days? So, why didn't Madalina's mother report her missing for 22 days? Wow, I got like... Okay, so the first card is the Five of Pentacles. That is loss, hardships, concern, desperation, poverty, being left out in the cold. Why didn't she report her for 2 days, or for 22 days? Hardship. I feel like she was left out in the cold. She was left sick. I feel like she was sick. Like possibly she was loss, hard times. This is the Five of Pentacles. So that is being left out in the cold. That's being maybe desperation, hardship. She just felt desperate, maybe, that her world would fall down. I don't know. Then the next one I pulled is the Ace of Cups. This is like a new relationship. It could be an offer. It could be an offer. Marriage, relationships, Ace of Cups. It could be an offer. Maybe there was an offer made to her. If you don't tell, I'll give you this. Or if you don't say anything, maybe there was an offer made. Then I pulled the Six of Pentacles, which this is like charity, sharing, giving, receiving, justice. This is begging, giving, receiving. Maybe she was given drugs to shut her up for 22 days. And then we got the Queen of Wands. This is her. I feel like this is her. This is the Queen of Wands. She's creative. She's passionate. This is a fire sign. The Queen of Wands can be very powerful. I feel like she used the power of her youth. And when her and Christopher first met, she looked beautiful. Her appearance went downhill during the course of their relationship, big time. But she looked very gorgeous. She was young. She was beautiful. And I feel like she used that to maybe keep Christopher quiet. Maybe okay, now I'm seeing a fight. I think they fought about it a lot. I think there was like an ongoing argument about it, and I feel like they fought about it a lot. Did Chris keep Diana from speaking? Did Christopher keep Diana from speaking? Did Christopher keep Diana from speaking? Did Christopher keep Diana from speaking? Is that why she didn't say anything? Oh, wow. Okay. I keep getting like a handful here. Okay, so here we go. We've got the Emperor. That's the head of the house. And the Empress. That's the mother. Did he keep her from speaking? And then we've got the High Priestess. The High Priestess is about knowledge. The High Priestess is about intuition, wisdom. Yes, he kept her from speaking. Absolutely. So here we've got the Empress, the Emperor, and the Empress. Okay. Then we've got the High Priestess. Okay. Yes, he kept her from speaking that wisdom. I feel like that is a yes. Then we got Three of Cups. Three of Cups is friendship, celebrations, fun, joy, entertainment. Yeah, I feel like he gave her drugs to keep her from speaking. He kept her kind of in a party mode. Haha. Justice. He didn't want her to speak. He was afraid of that justice that's coming down the road towards him. Whoa. Okay, I'm going to pull. Actually, you know what? I'm going to pull from my Wisdom Oracle for a confirmation. Did Christopher keep Diana from speaking to impede justice from happening? Did he keep her speaking? Ha! Deep knowing. That's why he kept her from speaking. She knows what happened. She knows what happened to her daughter, 100%. Yes, she does. She knows exactly what happened to her daughter. Okay, let's go on to the next question. Okay. I asked this before, I think, but I'm going to save this question for the pendulum reading. I'm going to ask if she ran away because that's a good or a yes or no question. Was Madalina taken to Michigan? That's going to go on my pendulum reading. Was the stepfather abusive towards the mother, Madalina and her mother? Was Chris abusive towards Madalina and her mother? Was he abusive towards them? Was he abusive towards Madalina? I'm asking my spirit guides to please come through. Help my messages come through with my cards. Was Madalina's stepfather abusive? It might not be in this deck. Okay, I'm going to switch decks. And I got to move my coffee cup. Okay, so we'll go to the purple deck, Miss Madalina. This is the Shadow Who Escapes Tarot. And for some reason, I was really drawn to this deck. I think Madalina likes it because it's purple. She told me she likes purple and pink. So, okay. Asking my spirit guides, asking all of my helpers of the light, unconditionally loving helpers of the light, can you help me please by bringing forth the correct images in my cards that will show me my answer? Was Madalina's stepfather abusive towards Madalina and her mother? Was Madalina's stepfather abusive towards Madalina and her mother? Oh, wow. And here we go again. Okay, so the first one we got, holy cow, is Five of Wands. Five of Wands is absolutely abuse. Yes, that's a yes. Five of Wands is conflict, turmoil. It could be physical fighting. Yes, that's a big yes. Then we got Knight of Pentacles. So, Pentacles is money. Pentacles is money. So, the Knight of Pentacles is actually somebody who's very reliable. Somebody who's very, sorry, I feel like I have a hair in my eye. Patient, hardworking. So I feel like, yeah, Christopher had, let me move this. I think he held it over her head, everything, like the life that he was giving her. That's kind of the feeling. Ooh, and then I pulled the Knight of Wands, which the Knight of Wands is kind of like a lusty, free-spirited, creative. This might be the mom. This might actually be Diana using her femininity to solidify a relationship with, I know you guys can't even see those, with this man. Okay, and then we get Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is ill health, poverty, worry, isolation, financial loss. Maybe there was some money issues because of the drugs, and that's what they would fight over, or there was some abuse taking place because of that. Three of Pentacles, we pulled again. Three of Pentacles is teamwork, collaboration, craftsmanship, skill. So I think there was some abuse that happened. I think there was some abuse that happened to Madalina that was kept secret. There was a collaboration of individuals who knew about it, but they kept it a secret. It was kept a secret. And then Four of Wands. And Four of Wands is homecoming, celebrations. This is fighting, arguing, homecoming, family, friends. So, this very well could be about, okay, so I think she would call her family. She would call her family and complain that this was happening, and her family would know that there was some abuse happening. I feel like her family would be able to answer that question. Her family who is not in the country. So her family from Moldova, over in Europe. That's where she's from. I feel like they are aware of the abuse that was happening. I feel like Diana shared this with, sorry, that smoke is killing me. I feel like Diana shared this with her family. Okay, so I feel like that's a yes. But let's ask the Shadows and Light Oracle. So this oracle brings out the shadows of people. It's not a happy, cutesy deck at all. This shows the shadow aspects of individuals, asking if there was abuse. Asking if there was abuse in the marriage, in the family. Okay, how about this? I'm going to do this. Please give me an archetypal energy on the dynamics of the marriage or the family. If I can have some kind of a message on the dynamics of Christopher towards his family. These cards are super thin, and I'm so nervous to shuffle them that I'm going to bend one. But I'm going to pull this one because it came out sideways. Okay. Oh, there's two. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. The first one we pulled is the Angel of Time. Working too hard. Okay. Behind her, there's a lot of clockworks. There's a lot of different little things that are like clockworks. So I feel like it worked like a clockwork. You know how clockwork all works in synchronicity with itself to make the whole machine run, right? And it's got little pieces and that, you know what I'm talking about, the clockwork, the inner workings, inner pieces of a clock. They all have to come together and exactly right in order to make the clock work. And this one is saying working too hard. So maybe, for me, I feel like this was a man who actually did work hard his whole life. He actually had a lot to show for his life because he was a hard worker. In fact, he worked too hard. Like he put more emphasis on his career than a family life. And I feel like at some point down in his history, I know nothing about his history, but I feel like the feeling I'm getting is that somewhere in his history, this may have caused issues in relationships that he had with other people, other women, that he put his job in front of them. That's what I feel off of that one. And then I got Fairy of the Highlands. It's time to be brave. With this one, I've got, this looks like Madalina. Look at this, okay? Here's Madalina holding the truth sword, okay? She's trying to be brave. Look at her. Look what's in the back. A freaking lake. Are you even kidding me? There's a lake and a mountain behind her. It's time to be brave. Asking if he was abusive towards his family, what the dynamics were. Asking to be, it's time to be brave. Wow. That is some deep energy there. Wow. Okay. I'm going to move forward again with the shadowscapes. I'm going to ask the next question. And the next question I was going to ask is if any extended family members were aware of the turmoil and the issues that was in this family. I feel like I got that question answered, and I feel like, yes, there will be family members who Diana had communicated with over a period of time in this marriage or in this relationship. And so they will know about some of the specific abusive things that happened, maybe even the one specific thing that was happening to Madalina, but I'm not sure if that was shared with them. But I feel like they have a good idea of what was going on because I feel like Diana was communicating. Okay, with somebody back in Moldova. Okay. Okay. Okay, I asked where, okay, so I'm going to ask again, only I'm going to use, no, I'm going to use this one. Okay. Where is Madalina? Where is Madalina's body? I know I asked this in the last video. Where is, okay, I'll take the ones that flipped over. Ooh, we got temperance in reverse. Disharmony. Disharmony. Unbalanced, impatient, lack of self-control, not moderation. Wow. Okay. Then I got 9 of Cups. Okay. It's in the water. It's in the water. This is 9 of Cups is good material abundance. It's wishes come true. She's in the water. And there's fishes all around her. What is that? So for me, what stands out on this card, when I ask where is Madalina, she's in the water. I believe Madalina is in the water somewhere. In or near water, 100%. 2 of Pentacles, choices. So there was a couple of choices that could have been made as far as where to take her, where to put her. This is a man in this card holding his hands out, trying to make 2 choices. He is standing on one leg, and there is a little, what would be what, like a monkey, maybe? There is a little monkey under one of his feet he's trying not to step on. Oh my gosh, I just got a huge flash. Okay. Have you ever heard the saying, there's a monkey on my back? That's what people say when they're addicted to drugs, is monkey. They have a monkey on their back. This child was, the choices that were given, one of them had to do with the drugs. Okay? One of them had to do with drugs. And then we get 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords is fast, speedy, quick action. Something that comes in, bam, it happens, it's done. It changes everything. It could be news arriving. It could be change. Yeah. Where is she? She was quickly taken. She was quickly taken somewhere. Okay. I'm going to ask another tarot deck. Where is Madalina's body? Where is Madalina's body? Where is Madalina's body? And please ask, where is Madalina's body? Now, ooh, Knight of Swords. Okay. Communication. Truth. Teller. Debating. So there was debating on where to put her. There was a lot of debate. There was different choices that, some different choices that could have been made. Either one of them had to do with drugs. So either she was taken where the drugs were picked up from, or on the way to get the drugs, or it has something to do with the drugs. Or but I feel like she's near the home. I feel like she's near the home. The Knight of Swords is about communication. It's about haste, hurry, fast. It's about truth. The Knight of Swords comes in and he tells the truth. But it also is about debate. So it was debated. It was talked about. It was debated. And I don't know if it was debated with whoever it was that supplied the drugs. Oop, I dropped it. Pardon me real quickly. But I feel like it was talked about. It was talked about. Okay, we'll move on. Was Madalina... Okay, wait. Okay, here's a good one. Who was the last person to actually see Madalina? Who was the last person to actually lay eyes on her? Who was the last person? The last person. I got 10 of Pentacles. Wealth, security, family. Her family was the last ones to see her. And then I got the Hanged Man. Sacrifice. Illusion. Surrender. We got Archangel Zachariel, the angel, the archangel of surrender. The family surrendered her. The family surrendered her. Are you even freaking kidding me? I gotta ask, was Madalina taken for drugs? Was Madalina taken or hurt over drugs? Was Madalina taken someplace where there was drugs? Oh, okay. Okay. I'm sorry, I have got something in my eye. Okay, I got it. I got it. The family in Michigan. The family in Michigan and the... Oh, okay. So I feel like that the stepfather went to Michigan to get drugs. Okay. From family or people he knew for a long time from that area. That's the family that last saw her. That's what I'm picking up on. Okay. Not her mom. Wasn't even her family. It was her stepfamily. Okay. I'm going to ask. No? Okay. Okay, so I'm going to ask. This is called the Signs of the Times Oracle. I'm going to ask, who was the last person? Who was the last person to actually lay eyes on Madalina Cojocari? Who was the last person to actually lay eyes on Madalina Cojocari? Who was the last person to lay eyes on Madalina? Who was the last person to actually lay eyes? Are you freaking kidding me? 5. Card number 5, which is conflict. You've got to be kidding me. Obstacles. Look at that freeway. Look at that freeway. She was taken on a freeway. And there's trees in the background. And there's mountains. Okay. Okay. She was driven somewhere. So that means she had to be taken away from where she was at. She went down a road somewhere. So she was taken away from the home. So she's nowhere near the home. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm going to ask, is Madalina's body near water? Is Madalina's body near water? Is Madalina's body near water? This video is already long. Is Madalina's body near water? Is her body in or near water? Oh, wow. Okay, so I got 9 of Pentacles. Okay. 9 of Pentacles is about security, gratitude, wealth. Nine of Pentacles is about like comfort, leisure, enjoying the fruits of your labor. I asked if she was in water. Leisure. Is there a like a cabin? I wonder if there's like a cabin. I'm getting seeing a like a little cabin or a little like a little summer house or a little cottage or a little cabin or a little uh like a resort type place. Oh my gosh, it's kind of like in the mountains, like in a resort, like a resort type place. Oh, I wonder if, okay, leisure, enjoying the fruits of your labors. I wonder if they own a summer house somewhere, or there's one in the family. Is there a summer house located in the woods near a lake? Is there a summer house? Ace of Wands. That's a yes. That is a freaking yes. And then we pulled the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Four of Pentacles in reverse is, okay, Four of Pentacles upright is about like long-term security, greed, a desire, a desire for security. Like Four of Pentacles is like being kind of being selfish, kind of like not wanting to share. I wonder if there is a summer house that the family owns, or it feels like the family owns it, not just Madalina's parents, but like the family of the stepdad owns this place. And they may fight over it. They may actually like argue over who gets to spend time there, who does, who doesn't. I don't know why, but I'm picking up on that feeling. Okay. I'm going to go forward. Okay, I asked if her body was near water. I feel like there is a cabin or a summer house somewhere near water. I keep picking up on her being in the water. And... okay, so did Diana take her and hide her somewhere? Did Diana take her and hide her somewhere? On her own. All on her own. Okay, I'll take the one that flipped over. Ooh. Ooh, I got Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. That's a yes. Okay. It could be like a new job. It could be like a financial opportunity. A windfall, wealth. Wow. Investment. It could be an investment. Did Diana take Madalina somewhere and hide her? Did Diana take Madalina somewhere and hide? They both did. I just heard they both did. They both did. Okay, I've got to add that question to my pendulum questions real quick. Okay, I want to get to my pendulum reading. I'm getting there. Okay. Okay. I'm seeing the fight again. I think there was a big fight over this, but they both know. They both made the decision on where to take her. I'm seeing that big fight again. Okay. Now I'm going to ask. Ooh. Okay. That's the wrong deck. I'm going to ask this one. Nope. This is the wrong one too. Okay. Yep. All right. Seeing the fight, seeing them fighting. I'm seeing him come up behind Diana and right to her face, and he put his hand around and grabbed the back of her head with her hair. His fingers went in her hair, and he was shaking her head like this. Seeing that. Okay. Did Chris? Too soon. Did Chris and Diana leave together? Did Chris and Diana leave together to remove Madalina from... I hate this. Did Chris and Diana go hide Madalina's body together? Did Chris and Diana go hide Madalina's body together? Did they work together? Absolutely. Three of Cups. Three of Cups. Three of Cups is teamwork, friendship, celebration, circle of support. And then, yes, absolutely, it's a yes, yes, yes. They're working together. Did Chris leave for Michigan on his own? Did Chris... Is that the only ones that flipped over? Okay. Oh, wow. I got the Tower. And the Queen of Cups. For me, the Queen of Cups is Diana. The Queen of Cups is the mother, is the emotional stability for Madalina, the comfort. That's the nurturing. So stability. The Queen of Cups is her, and I got the Tower at the same time. Yeah, I believe they were together with it. I believe that they took her together. I believe that she went with them, and I don't believe she was left alone through the holiday. I don't believe that at all. The whole story where she says that she woke up on the 23rd and Madalina was gone, and she just decided not to say anything to Chris about it until he came back on the 26th. That's not true. That is not true. I feel she went with him wherever they went. Okay. Was Madalina's family in danger because of something Chris did? Ha! You are kidding me. I got the Emperor. That is the father figure. Yes. That is a yes. That is an absolute yes. Absolute yes. Okay, gosh, I can't believe that. Yes, the family was put in danger. Yes, absolutely. Was there a lot of domestic violence in this? That's too many. I'm gonna go for a different... Okay. Was there a lot of domestic violence? I mean, I already know that the answer is yes, but... Oh, I was just told not to ask that question. Okay, there was domestic violence. It was drug related, a lot of it, and age gap had part of it too. Did Diana marry this man for citizenship? Did Diana marry Chris for citizenship? Did Diana marry Chris for citizenship? Did Diana marry Chris for citizenship? Huh. I got the Page of Swords, new ideas, truth, sharp thinking, spirited, skillful. The answer is yes. Yes, the Page is a younger energy. She's much younger than him, 30 years younger than him. She absolutely married him for citizenship. Did she become addicted to drugs after she married him? Ha! You're kidding me. I got the King of Wands. That's the father. The King of Wands. Passion, fiery, creativity, courage, power, leadership. That's him. I feel like he got her on the same kind of drugs that he was on. She may have had an issue with drugs in the past, and I feel like she kind of left Moldova and came to the States to get away from that and ended up right back in the same kind of stuff, shenanigans. Okay. Is Diana protecting her husband? Is Diana protecting her husband by saying she doesn't know what happened? Is she protecting her husband or herself? Is Diana protecting her husband or herself? Is Diana protecting her husband or herself? Ooh. We got one there. Okay, 3 that flipped over. First one I got was the answer to my question, and it is Ace of Wands, which is a yes. Absolutely, she was protecting herself. Absolutely. Then I got the Nine of Wands, which is courage, persistence, like testing your faith, boundaries, like the last stand, like this is like my final idea, like this is the last chance for something, or gearing up for like defense, like and it could be pessimism. Nine of Wands. So I feel like that she married him for citizenship. And then again we get the Knight of Cups, but it was in reverse. So Knight of Cups, it was in reverse. So this would be moodiness, disappointment, overactive imagination, jealousy, like being untrustworthy, unreliable, unpredictable. So I feel like she married this man, even though he was all these things, because she needed citizenship in the United States. And I feel like she didn't plan on staying in the relationship for that long. I feel like he kept her there. He knew this. He knew this. He kept her there by getting her addicted, or pulling that energy back into her life. So I feel like she had a problem with it before him, and that she left to get away from it and found herself back in the same predicament. Okay, I've just got a couple more things here. Okay. Oh, okay, so I haven't even asked. Well, actually, I'm going to wait and use... Okay, I was going to ask if they were involved with drugs, but I'm going to ask the Pendulum that. And if they had fought over drugs, that's a yes-no question. And if her disappearance has to do with drugs, is a yes-no question. And if there was SA happening, is a yes-no question. So I feel like I'm done with the cards. And I'm going to move on now to my Pendulum. I know this video is so long already. But I've got to talk to the Pendulum now. And pardon me while I scoop up my cards. I always record every card that I get in every reading. I write it down so that I can reference it for the future. So let me put those away where I can get to them later and write them down. And let's pull a pendulum, you guys. Let's pull a pendulum. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm asking my spirit guides to please come in this moment. Direct me to the pendulum that I need to use to pull the truth for Madalina, Cojocari's highest good. Can you tell me the pendulum I need to use? Got it. Okay. And of course, I dropped one. Okay, so I'm drawn to use the lapis pendulum, which I was kind of figuring would be the case. Because it has the copper wire in it, which actually helps. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and sage this one again. Oh, come on. I'm struggling here, guys. Okay, asking in this here and now moment that my spirit guides come through, please, using the pendulum, and answer a few questions I have regarding Madalina Cojocari. And I'm asking for the spirit of Madalina Cojocari to come and speak for yourself, darling. Madalina, come and speak for yourself. We need to figure out what happened to you, sweetheart. Now, you keep coming to me and showing me these pictures. Now I'm going to ask you some yes-no questions. Can you come and speak for yourself? I'm asking that Madalina's spirit guides please come and help her. And I'm asking that my spirit guides please come and help as well to glean the most truthful, precise answers to my questions. I'm going to put these questions up here, or I can see. Okay. Okay, asking my spirit guides, Madalina spirit guides, Madalina spirit, please tap into my pendulum. Are you here? Are you here? Can you show me if you're here, please? Thank you. Okay. Can you show me a yes? Can you show me a yes answer? Show me what a yes looks like. Can you show me a yes? Thank you very much. Can you show me a no? Can you show me a no? Perfect. Thank you. Oh, yeah, I can feel you. Okay. All right. Can you stop? All right. Do you need my hand? Okay. Just got a picture of myself holding my hand underneath. It does help with the energy. Okay. Madalina, did you run away? Did you run away? Absolutely not. Thank you. Madalina, did your mom and stepdad hurt you? Did your mom hurt you? Did your mom hurt you? Did your mom hurt you? I gotta know. Okay. Did Chris hurt you? Did Chris hurt you? Did your stepdad hurt you? Got a yes. Okay. Does your mom know what happened to you, honey? Does your mom know what happened to you? Does your mom know what happened to you? That's a yes. Okay. Madalina, is your body still in Cornelius, North Carolina? Is your body still in Cornelius, North Carolina? That's a no. Okay. Madalina, is your body in water? Is your body in water? Is your body in water? In water. That's a yes. Okay. Madalina, were you kept in a closet? Were you kept inside of like a closet or a little room at any point? Were you kept inside of a closet? Were you kept in a closet? Okay, it's telling me to rephrase. Okay. Did you hide inside of a closet? Did you hide inside of a closet? Did you hide in a closet? That's actually a big yes. Okay, thank you. That was a question I asked for a subscriber who mentioned that she spent a lot of time hiding in a closet. Okay. Madalina, does your parents know where your body is? Do your parents, your mom and your stepdad, do they know where your body is? That's a yes. Okay. Okay. Madalina, was your stepdad doing bad things to you? Was your stepdad doing bad things to you? That was an immediate, huge yes. Oh, wow. Okay. Thank you. Did your mom... Can you stop the pendulum, sweetie? She just kept wanting to say yes. Did your mom know? Did your mom know what he was doing to you? Did your mom know about it? Did your mom know about it? Yes. Okay. All right, spirit guides, I'm asking to talk to you. Is Diana telling lies to protect herself and her husband? Does she really know what happened to Madalina? That's a yes. Okay. Did Diana marry Chris for citizenship? Did Diana marry Chris for citizenship? That's absolutely a yes. Okay. Did Chris bring drugs into the marriage? Did Chris bring drugs into the marriage? Absolutely, that's a yes. Okay. Was there fighting over drugs in the marriage? Was there fighting over drugs? Was there fighting over drugs? It's a yes. Okay. Did Madalina's disappearance have anything to do with drugs? Did Madalina's disappearance have anything to do with drugs? That's a no. That's a no. Okay. Did Madalina's disappearance happen because she was going to tell somebody what her stepdad was doing to her? Did Madalina disappear because she was going to tell? That's a big yes. Wow. Okay. I'm asking my spirit guides, did Chris go to Michigan to pick up drugs? Did Chris go to Michigan to pick up drugs? No. Okay. Did Chris go to Michigan to... I hate saying it this way. Did Chris take Madalina's body to Michigan? Did Chris take Madalina's body to Michigan? No. Is Madalina's body near her home? Is Madalina's body near her home? No. Wow. Okay, one more question. Will Madalina's body be found? Will Madalina's body be found? Will Madalina's body be found? I'm asking my spirit guides to come through. Will Madalina's body be found? I get nothing. No movement. Nothing. So that's yet to be determined, apparently. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching part 2. I still feel like there's more to come. I'm going to do an energy reading on the biological family. I don't feel like they're involved in this at all. I feel like they are majorly concerned. They wrote a letter to the press speaking about how they did not know what had happened to her, that they were very concerned about her. And I'm not even exactly sure where they are located in Europe. If it's in Moldova or that area, I'm not sure. But I'd like to see if I can't glean some truth out of Diana and Madalina's life before this happened. If maybe that would help. I don't know. All I know is that this little girl has been with me for a couple of weeks now. She absolutely loves her flamingo, and ever since I met her and she has come into my energy, I have been seeing flamingos everywhere. I even feel like this deck of cards that I ordered that has a flamingo of all things in it. The only deck I own with a flamingo in it. I feel like that deck was brought to me because there was an answer in that deck. Let's see what it was real quickly. Let's just real quickly see what it was again. I was waiting for this deck to finish this reading. This is the card I pulled out of it. Obstacles. She was taken down a freeway. Now, I just saw the 77 again. So I don't know if there's a freeway, there's a highway that's like has 77 in it. But as soon as I said she was taken down a freeway, I saw the circle with the 77 in it. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I am actually going to come back and do a little reading for Summer Wells. It's been a long time since I have tapped into her energy, and she's been kind of peeking in at me lately. I've been sensing her awareness, and I don't know if it's because Summer has a way of bringing the other children through. I know that when I was working on Harmony's case, when I was working on Oakley's case, when I was working on Monkey's case, Summer would come through a lot with them. So I feel like that's kind of what she does, is try to help find the help us with connecting to the little child spirits. And so I'm kind of feeling inclined to do like a little, maybe a little energy read on the. Oh, this is what I was thinking about doing. I was thinking about just doing a card reading, an energy reading on the killers, the people who killed her, and see where their energy is now that a year has gone by, over a year has gone by, and see, you know, maybe if they're still in the area or what their energy is. And so that'll be the next video I come up with as far as working on the cases. That'll come in a few days. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope everybody out there is living their best life. And until the next time, namaste. Bye, guys.